What if the most famous woman in the Bible simply vanished? Mary Magdalene, the first witness to the resurrection, the woman who stood at the cross when others fled, spoke her last recorded words in John 20:18. I have seen the Lord. And then, poof, she disappears from history. Peter gets 56 mentions in Acts. Paul dominates 16 chapters, yet Mary, zero. Not a whisper. Not a footnote. How could the first evangelist of Christianity be erased from the record? Historians like Karen King and Jane Shaberg suggest it wasn't an accident. Texts elevating her authority were deliberately excluded. Early Christian leaders feared her story threatened the narrative they wanted to construct. And it's not just theory. Archaeology and surviving apocryphal texts paint her as a woman of means, intellect, and courage. Luke tells us she funded Jesus' ministry. She traveled freely, spoke publicly, and challenged male disciples with profound questions. After the crucifixion, her trail splits into multiple theories. Some traditions place her in southern France, living in a cave near Marseille for 30 years, performing miracles and fasting on heavenly bread. Others have her in Ephesus with John, confronting Roman emperors, then dying peacefully in Turkey. And Byzantine accounts say her relics were moved to Constantinople. Every path is different, but each echoes the same truth. Mary Magdalene's role wasn't minor. It was revolutionary. Texts like the Gospel of Mary and the Gospel of Philip show her in spiritual authority over Peter himself, sharing private revelations of the risen Christ. She is described as the companion of the Savior, loved more than the male disciples, yet suppressed for centuries. Even when the church tried to recast her as a repentant sinner, archaeology proves her origin. Magdala, a wealthy, thriving town on the Sea of Galilee. Not a prostitute, not a sinner, a disciple, a leader, a visionary. Her story raises questions about power, memory, and the voices the church chose to preserve. Was she silenced because she threatened the emerging male hierarchy? Was her legacy deliberately fragmented across continents, texts, and legends? Whatever the truth, Mary Magdalene's lost years reveal a woman who shaped Christianity, and whose courage still whispers through history, daring us to ask, what if history's greatest stories are the ones